what's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another edition of It Is Time for Africa, and today our spotlight is right here in Lagos, Nigeria. And so where exactly are we in Lagos? We're right here in Balogun Market with Sylvia. So yeah, we're meeting Sylvia today of That Purple Dot Couture. She's right here with us, and we'll meet her very, very shortly. Guys, let's meet Sylvia right now. She's right here. Hi, Sylvia.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
You look good today. It's fine. So, we're right here in Balogun Market. Why exactly are we here?
We're here to shop fabrics. This is majorly, I think, the major market for Lagos. This is where everybody comes to. Fabrics are cheaper, although getting here is really stressful.
We're here to get fabrics. So,
yes,
what kind of fabrics exactly?
African prints, basically.
African print. Is that like your thing? Is that like your strong
Yeah,
point?
That Popular Couture is an authentic brand, basically. Yeah, so we make clothes and contemporary designs using African prints.
Wow. I'm really impressed. Okay, so let's head out to the market right now.
Yes.
No more. File. How much silver? 500 silver. 500 silver. 500.
Turquoise blue 4.
500 silver.
Champagne gold 3.
Gold and
Actually, everything's a design. Our bespoke dresses. Yeah.
color. 3 turquoise blue.
4 turquoise blue, 3 champagne gold.
How do you use all these ones for?
One do like this.
Embellishments, basically.
Okay, like when you're done with the outfit.
Yes. It literally takes
6,000.
Okay.
If placed properly. So it takes creativity to use this well.
Interesting.
We have different stuff, yeah.
So what other embellishments do you use for outfits?
Apart from this fabric, we use flowers. Champagne gold. Metal. We also buy Swarovski stones. Three of that. What do you buy? That's how many? 7. That's how much.
Yeah.
So my younger sister, they are buying stuff.
Okay. Do it out for me,
I will. I'll come back to buy stuff later. This is where I get fabrics to line lace materials. I have this lace fabric I'm actually working on. It's a luxury dress for a client. So I would rather use poly crepe to do the underlining instead of using the basic taffeta other things people use. Because I think crepe, no matter how snatched the waistline is, you can still see it still gives some comfort. So that's why I'm here. Although my customer is not here today. His brother is here smiling at me, I'm winking. Yeah, so basically these are bridal satins. Bridal satins. These are organza materials, different types of organza. Yeah, I think down there you have crepe. So yes, we do color. They give me skin.
mi. Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ la wà ó múra ṣiṣẹ́. Ọ̀rẹ́ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ la gbé mọ́sẹ̀sẹ̀. A ní ó múra ṣiṣẹ́. Ọ̀rẹ́ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ la wà ó. A ní ó múra ṣiṣẹ́. Ọ̀rẹ́ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ la gbé mọ́sẹ̀sẹ̀. Máa ní kára bàdé dúró.
I thought your car was bad, sir. See now. Move. What's that railway crossing? I don't like that place. Oh, thank God, finally. Let's try.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. It's been a beautiful day in Balogun Market of Lagos State, Nigeria. And we've been hanging out with Sylvia, as I told you guys earlier. We spent a lot of time at the market, in fact, the whole day. And the entire team is tired from the stress. I mean, part of what fashion designers see on the streets of Lagos in Nigeria. So right about now, we're going to talk to Sylvia and have a little chat on who she is, what she stands for, and everything she loves to do. Alright, so Sylvia, hello. For the option time, how are you?
I'm fine.
I know, right? Okay, so let's meet you. Full name, everything. Let's just meet you.
Okay, basically, my name is Sylvia, Moko Sylvia Isioma. I'm from Delta State, Nigeria. Agbo, to be precise. I'm the first daughter of 4 girls, and I'm a fashion designer, like you all know already. That Purple Dot Couture, that's my brand name. That Purple Dot Couture is an Afrocentric brand. Basically, I started with making Afrocentric pieces as African-inspired outfits, although contemporary designs, using really ethnic prints for most of my designs, up until 2018 when we expanded and started making bespoke tailoring. We started making from party dresses and all of that.
Oh, okay.
It's a unisex clothing brand, actually. It's a unisex clothing brand.
Unisex clothing brand.
Yes.
Okay, great. So essentially, you started with a lot of your brand is entirely Afrocentric. So why Afrocentric? Why not conventional styles? Why not different? Why is it Africa? What inspired that line of thought?
Well, Afrocentric because in as much as we try to be the 21st century kid or the 21st century woman or man, we still cannot run away from our core values. We're Africans, obviously. So as hard as we try to do some really contemporary things, we always have to come back home. So for me, it's more or less like projecting Africa to the world and letting the world know that a whole lot more can come out of Africa. Nigeria, to be precise.
Oh, okay. Like a whole lot more can come out from Africa.
Yes.
You see, personally, I believe that oftentimes when we Africans tell our African stories ourselves, it makes more sense. When we show up our fashion line ourselves, it makes more sense than seeing a white man wear an African print. And then,
True. True.
Okay. So if you're not designing, if you're not styling an outfit, if you're not behind all of the other things, like what do you like to do outside the design world?
I think I like to read. I like to read good books. Yeah. So if I'm not working, if I'm not doing anything fashion related, I'm reading. Because even when I'm surfing the net, it has to do with research on fashion designing and all of that. So basically, outside fashion for me, it's either I'm reading or I'm catching up with my friends. I'm just really studied foreign languages in school, so reading books shouldn't be a problem. But I think after school, after reading those compulsory books from school, I started falling in love with books on financial freedom, books on business-related books, and all these women empowerment things. I like those books.
Why do I feel like studying foreign languages in school maybe kind of inspired your Afro thingy, your Afro?
Yes, I think it did. Because I think I really fell in love with Africa more when I did one course in my second year. I think they call it Culture et Civilisation Française. Yes, that's the culture and civilization of the French countries. But then we're doing Afrique francophone, that's African French countries. Okay. So we went in depth, and that was when I fell in love with the whole African culture.
Oh, okay. So that means you studied in Nigeria too, yeah?
Oh yes, I did. University of Benin.
That means Nigerian universities are doing really, really great.
Of course they are.
Not like. Okay. So tell us about your brand now. I'm very particular about your brand itself. When did it all start? Why did you choose this line alone? How has the journey been so far? How many years has it been now? Okay. Just your brand.
Oh well, my brand started off in 2015. Then I was still in the university. Although I started as a fashion blogger. That's when I came up with the brand name That Purple Dot Couture. That Purple Dot rather in 2015. But in 2016 after school, I graduated in 2016. Then I decided to go into the fashion industry. So there was no point looking for a different name. So I just added couture. Couture in French means collection, fashion. It's like a borrowed word. So I just added couture to the That Purple Dot, and that's how it came about That Purple Dot Couture. So That Purple Dot Couture was, is rather a fashion brand that focuses more on African pieces. We have the Purple Dot Couture, we have the Purple Dot Luxury. That Purple Dot Luxury is the bespoke brand. You can check us out on Instagram. That's where we offer all our Ashrebi styles, party wears, and all of that. But That Purple Dot Couture is the ready-to-wear brand. It's the Afrocentric brand. And when I first started, I actually started as just a print vendor. I didn't want to make clothes because growing up I hated tailors with passion. No, for real. Because I had this.
Did disappoint you at any point?
Yes, I had this tailor then that would. My mom's tailor would always make our dresses and the shoulder would come down. I'm like, no, I'd rather you buy me a suit from the same Balogun Market than you have her make a dress for me. But look at me today now, wearing Ankara on a Monday, right? So I started off selling fabrics. Then sometime in 2017, I think February, I said, why not just try this? So I tried, and I was outsourcing to other designers to make for me, but then it wasn't working out. I had to go learn the skill, and I polished the skill in 2017. I started making my clothes, designing and tailoring my clothes till date.
Okay. So what is that thing that you believe stands your brand out? Essentially, I'm trying to ask, like, if you would describe your brand in three words. What would you say your brand stands for?
Versatile.
One.
Trendy.
Affordable.
Durable. Four. We give value.
I said to give you 4.
Sorry,
okay.
It's too much, but we give value, 100% value. You'll come back.
Okay, so you guys should know what to expect from that tour. Okay, so speaking of life as a fashion designer, are you happy doing what you're doing?
Yes, I am 100%.
Then what makes you happy doing it?
The fact that people can trust me with how they look, right? You know, for women, fashion is very, very, we like say, emotional or very sentimental. It has to do with their head. So imagine someone already planned to I'm going to look to this event, and you make the person look exactly that way or even better. The joy that comes from this review is mind-blowing.
That's interesting.
And for guys too, so everybody wants to look good.
Okay, so starting up your business essentially, who would you say had the biggest impact on you and your business as a whole?
My mother, Mrs. Woko.
How?
She literally held my hand to Balogun Market for the first time in 2016.
Really?
Yes. And of course, she didn't know how to sew because she's not a tailor, but she's a very fashionable person. I think I literally learned everything from her. from like dress sense to makeup, red lipstick and everything. My mom is the real G. So basically when I told her this was what I wanted to do after school, she asked me like 3 times, I remember, waking me up twice at night. Are you sure you really want to do this? I'm like, yes, I want to. Okay, fine. Yes, so it's my mom. It's my mom for me. Whenever I'm tired, most times she would rather go to the market and source fabric for me. And I trust her judgment, so it's fine. I'm sure you saw us doing our thing today.
Yes, I did see that. Yes, I did see that. Just PS, guys, red lipstick.
No.
Okay, moving on. We talked about books earlier, and you talked about your genre of books as a whole. Yeah, so what book precisely, do you have a book precisely that you would say had like a major impact on you?
Yes, it's Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes.
Do you remember when you read it?
I was 9 when I read it at first. My dad gave that to me, gave me his copy, very old copy. So, and I think when I was 20, I bought my own copy and I read the book again. And I think that's the first book on my bookshelf.
Wow.
If you check my personal Instagram page, you'll definitely see my bookshelf.
Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
So what is the easiest way for your customers to reach you? Instagram, WhatsApp?
Yeah, Instagram first. Then from Instagram, I think on my business pages, it takes you, the link in bio takes you straight to my business WhatsApp.
Oh.
So it's Instagram first.
So would you like to give us your WhatsApp number just in case? Or your Instagram handle?
No, my Instagram handle.
Okay.
So for the Afrocentric brand is at thatpurple.couture.
At that.
Yes, for the bespoke brand it's at thatpurple.luxury.
Okay.
Then my personal page is Sylvie Luna, head girl that purple.
Head girl that purple dot.
Yeah.
So as regards that purple dot as a whole, what would you say has been your biggest challenge so far? What hurdles have you had to cross that really proved daunting along the line?
I think at first when I started, I think sales was never a problem from day one. So I think at some point it was consistency and the ability to create a niche for myself.
Okay.
Because you know how large and vast the fashion market is in Lagos. You can just make a piece and you have somebody replicating that same piece. So I think till date, plagiarism is still a major problem for most designers. You make a piece really expensive and you just get some other tailor is willing to make this piece at a very cheap, like a cheaper rate. So that's like a major problem.
Oh, okay. Plagiarism as a
Yes.
whole. Okay, I understand. So if you're not doing this, if you're not doing any of this, nothing fashion, nothing designing, nothing, what else would you be doing?
I probably will be a French translator. Of course I speak French. Je parle français.
What's your command like? Intermediate? Non-native.
Now I've probably been a French translator or an hostess.
One hostess.
Yeah.
But they're always pretty, you know, so I feel like so. Alright. Okay, so finally, I just have one last question for you. When a random fashion designer out there sees this, maybe a young girl with big dreams or a young boy with big dreams for the fashion world, he wants to make impact, he wants to make a change. What would you want him to hear? What do you want to tell him that would make him hold on tight to his dreams? Because I believe that some of these activities that we do today, sometimes people have the skill, they know that this is what I want to do, but maybe they don't have the training or something. So maybe what is that thing you want to tell young people out there who are interested in fashion designing?
Well, like I always say, the first thing is, do you love it? Because when the chips are down, when the going gets rough, only your passion will keep you going.
Wow.
So first of all, do you love this thing? I am not, will I say, I do not believe in the fact that, because my friend is doing this thing, let me do it too. Right? A lot of my friends were doing different stuff when I started, and I felt like, I was a weirdo. How would you just graduate from school and decide to be a tailor? Who does that? Right? I'm like, no, it's fashion designer, not tailor. So basically, for people that want to just start, ask yourself, do I love it? Yes. If you love it, then keep pushing and give value. Just know that in as much as you're trying your best to give value from one person, word of mouth referral is the best marketing ever. Word of mouth referral is the best marketing ever. So once you have 1, 2, 3 people saying something great about you, don't worry about how long it will take. It takes time. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm obviously not where I was 4 years ago or even last year.
Definitely.
So basically, just keep up and always polish yourself. Like I told you when we were coming back, I'm like, see, I'm heavy on personal development. Whatever it is you know you need to do to give yourself that A game, keep at it. And at the same time, try as much as possible to create a niche for yourself in the already oversaturated market.
Wow.
So you have to do a lot of thinking and a lot of brain work.
True. That's like a lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
So if you're out there listening, first thing is, do you love it? If you don't love it, maybe you shouldn't do it, because sometimes, just sometimes, the chief may be down. You call this part out. You are accused now. Okay.
I'll put it at the end of the video.
Bloopers.
We're tired, we have tried.